Good Wednesday morning to you all. Welcome to the IPA call, which stands for Income Producing Activity. Today we have Christy Walsh. She's going to be moderating for us with Tracy Mazurowski closing us in prayer. Guys, today is Wednesday, and what does that mean? It's Epic Club Wednesday, and we have a very special training for you guys. Make sure you get your notebooks ready because there is some information that is going to be given. Trust me, you're going to want to write this down. So every Wednesday leading up to BXP, we will be having a special training with James Zheng and Coach Brent Palmer on Epic Club Wednesday. Don't worry, this is going to be recorded and will be uploaded momentarily after IPA to Coach Todd Rowland's YouTube channel. Before we get started, just a quick reminder, we do not treat, cure, or diagnose any medical condition. Our products are made to support overall health, and individual results may vary. On the financial side, not everyone earns the same. Success depends on your own consistency and effort. Also, this training may include U.S. specific information. Please follow your country's laws and partner co policies regarding product repackaging, mailing, and sample distribution. All right, so let's get into announcements before we kick off today with Epic Club Wednesday. So, if you have a drop talk, Super Saturday, or a corporate event that you'd like to tell us about, go down to the bottom where it says React, select Raise Your Hand, and I will call upon you and get you unmuted. All right, first up, we have Coach Brent Palmer, followed by Stephanie Peffer.
All right, everybody. I'm going to give you a little bit of dates here so you can write them down. This Saturday, we'll be in Ridgeland, Mississippi, around Madison, Mississippi for a Super Saturday. The night before, on that Friday night, this coming Friday night, we'll be in Decatur, Mississippi. We will do uh, a meeting on Friday night in Decatur, Mississippi. We're going to put all these in the chats. August the 1st, we'll be in Athens, Alabama for a Super Saturday. And then August the 8th, we'll be in Oxford, Mississippi for a Super Saturday. So just play Who Do You Know? We'll help anybody you've got. You get them to those events, we'll take care of them.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brent. And Brent, I text all of that information in chat so everybody had that written down for them as well. All right, next up, Stephanie Peffer, followed by Christy Walsh.
Okay, Partner Co community, next week, July 28th and 29th in Bismarck, North Dakota and Wishick, North Dakota, we have an entire amazing hormone and wellness talk. And basically, what we're doing is we're inviting customers, potential customers, brand partners, potential brand partners. Come one, come all. And Todd Rowland will also be in the house with us, having lots of fun. Send your people, do your searches, and join us. I'll put the flyers in chat right now. Thanks, you guys.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Stephanie. All right, next up, we have Christy Walsh, followed by Marian Struble.
All right, we have some exciting things coming down the pipeline for Canada. Next Tuesday, we have our Red Deer meeting. That's the 28th. And then on August 1st, we are launching Collab Vanelli on the ground in Canada. This will be our third on the ground product. And to roll that out, we have a Canadian Alberta Roadshow. So that would be Tuesday the 4th in Edmonton with Katie Holt Larson, Tracy, and Lucy. And then we have August 5th in Calgary and then August 6th in Lethbridge. And you can get tickets in your back office. And of course, guests are free.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Christy. All right, next up, we have Marian Struble, followed by Sheila Bykowski.
Hey, everybody. Every Wednesday at noon Mountain Time between now and convention, we have a drop talk on Zoom. Sarah, I didn't pull up the flyer, but I know it's in Research Drops, I believe. It's a Zoom talk, 15, 20 minutes, just a drop talk. And then this Saturday in Deer Lodge, Montana, we're having a Super Saturday, and you are all welcome. That information too is on Research Drops. So come and we'll help your guests.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Marian. All right, next up we have Sheila, followed by George.
So I'm going to piggyback. I'm not going to repeat the dates for this weekend with Brent, but let me give you an example of what you need to be thinking about. Who are brand partners in our area? They're within 2 to 3 hours of where we are in the Mississippi area this Saturday. Last weekend, there was a Super Saturday in Milton, Florida. They have it every month, right? I've got a brand partner in Montgomery, Alabama. She hikes it over to Milton, Florida. Guess what she's calling me on Monday and telling me about? All of her excitement. What did she pick up? What tips she got? This is what she's implementing this week. Find out who's in our area, get on the phone, say you've got top leaders that are going to be right in your backyard who are going to give you some skills and some things that you'll be able to use to build your business to finish you out with Epic Club, right? Send them over.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sheila. All right, next up, George, followed by Sheila.
Hi, guys. I just want to say we're doing our first drop talk in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So I invite everybody to come. If you have a team out here, bring them to Winston-Salem. This will be one of many coming up.
Awesome. And George, what was the date for that? Was that July the 29th?
July 29th.
Perfect. And I got the flyer in chat for you as well. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Of course. All right, next up we have Sheila, followed by Cynthia Bolton.
Hey, hey, hey. I have put the flyer for August 8th into the chat. The location has been changed because y'all, this is amazing. This is the first Super Saturday that I have been involved in planning, and I had to move the location because there's not enough parking where we were before. So you guys grab a friend and drive on over. If you're in driving distance, we've got room for you. It's going to be at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, right off of the I-10 interstate at the Malbis/Spanish Fort exit. Super easy to find. The hotel number is on the flyer if you need to make arrangements to stay a night or two and, just enjoy some time around the area. So I would welcome all of you to come if you're in driving distance.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sheila. And that is a very good problem to have indeed. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, next up we have Cynthia Bolton, followed by Connie.
Good morning. I have two exciting things that's happening. First, Monday, we have Haley Lee on why you need these drops. So we know that's every Monday, 6:30 Central. The next exciting thing we have is we have a Super Saturday in Oxford, Mississippi on August 8th. We'll have Brent Palmer here along with Michelle and myself, and not sure, maybe one more surprise. But it's August 8th and it's at Ole Miss. So it's on the university campus in the law school. So we're super excited. August 8th, 10, and then we're kind of like 10 to 1. So we're asking surrounding areas, get your people there. We're really excited about it.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Cynthia. Sorry, I was reading the chat. All right, next up we have Connie, followed by Sheila. Sheila, you have your hand raised again.
This Thursday, Kelly Chun, Haley Lee, and I do a Zoom, and I've got the flyer in the chat. We do that every other Thursday at 8 p.m. Central. And then Brandon Mullen and I will be doing a sip and sample in Lafayette, Indiana this Saturday from 9 to 1.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Connie. And then Miss Sheila, you have your hand raised again. And
Yes.
It might be accidental.
No, it's not accidental. Oh my
Okay.
goodness. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you guys who was going to be at the Super Saturday. We're going to have Todd Rowland and Kim Gray there. So I didn't want to leave that out. And also there's going to be lots of giveaways. So bring your guests. If you win something, give them the product that's been given away and let them see how awesome they are. Sorry about that.
No worries. Thank you so much, Miss Sheila. All right, guys, just a friendly reminder, all Drop Talk Super Saturdays and corporate events are all posted on researchdrops.com/events. You can continue to send me your flyer and information in chat, or we do have a Facebook group that you can send those to as well. Don't worry, I'll make sure all that information is put into chat for you guys. All right, so let's get some love in chat as I bring up Coach Brent Palmer and James Zheng to kick us off for today for Epic Club Wednesday. The floor is yours, guys.
Thank you. Coach, how you doing this morning, man?
Doing good. Can't wait to celebrate everybody. Guys, we're just over a month away to PXP. I want to tell you, I'm so excited. I mean, we've been on executive club calls, partner council calls over the last couple of days and just talking about what's coming up for PXP. James, Epic Club is going to be a massive focal point for this event. And I know we got some things to share today. So I'll turn it to you.
Absolutely. Guys, first, I just want to congratulate everybody because from top down, John, Darren, all the execs, they are talking about all of us. They're talking about what we're doing with Epic Club. They're talking about how big this has been. And now it's just the last couple of weeks. So I'll start with this, coach. We got some stats that were crazy. This is where we're currently at as an organization with Epic Club. There's 317 of you that have gotten into the first level. That means you're on stage at PXP. That means that you're in what's called Creator Academy, which we can talk about in a bit, and so much more. Gold, there's 186 of us at gold. That means you went ultimate and enrolled four. That means you're getting VIP treatment. And I got a special reveal. Anyone here want to see the swag and what that might look like? Like I got to be careful because if you look at this, if you're not gold, you're gonna be like, I got to get gold. Coach, like I love that we have a company that actually makes us look cool, So let me
You
grab
know, and
this.
James,
Yeah.
just saying this
Yeah.
right here, look at the Epic Club Gold right there, 186. Well, that's times four. You think about that, there's 744 new brand partners within that club right there that's getting onboarded, that's starting to post twice a day, like that's starting to run the system of growth, that's starting to expand their reach and go ultimate. Like that's just one. That's not counting Diamond. That's not counting Epic Club. Like, guys, the reach here is absolutely incredible. And James, we have so many that's got one, right? That's one that's right at the area. Our goal was over 1,000 people to qualify for this. And guys, we pushed the one to two. We're going to be well over 1,000 to qualify for this, James. Amazing.
100%. There's over 600 of us at Epic Club. I think there's over 400 people one away. So to your point, coach, we are literally right there. And there's so many more to come. Let me make sure we can see. Oh, man, coach. Like, I'm just imagining all of us at Epic Universe, at PXP, walking around with this. I mean, what fires you up most about this, coach? What's like, I need that in my life right now?
Well, at the end of the day, it's preserving a part of history for our company. I know this. I've been doing this industry for a long time, and my mentor taught me a long time ago. Like when something like this comes up, you've got to win it. Like you got to get through the door. And I know moments like this, whether it's been Catalyst Club movement inside of Partner Co., now the Epic Club movement inside of Partner Co., this next chapter, like getting myself in the door of these, getting the swag, feeling it, knowing I'm a part of that community, that part of the history of this company, to me is what sets us apart. It's how we continue to move and elevate up to where we're becoming a lifer in this company financially, right? Which is what we're all here for too.
100%. I'm seeing all the chats right now, coach. Everyone's super pumped up about this. I'm pumped I'm not a hat person. I will rock that hat. I will ruin the hair just for that hat because that's to your point, coach. You will walk around forever. Years from now, you're going to be out at other events and you're going to be rocking this, and people are going to be like, "What's Epic Club?" And you're going to be able to go back and be like, "That was back when our company wasn't this not just billion-dollar brand." Coach, how I felt after these last couple calls with the execs, the things that they're going to announce at PXP, the technology that's coming out, the systems in place, the things that are going to help boost their recurring income, they're going to help your enrollments, they're going to help you scale faster and save more time, and all the things that are coming out. I got off the calls and I felt like this is not just a billion-dollar company. This is a $10 billion Fortune 500 company that we're building, guys. And it's because you all decided that you would wear that epic hat and be a part of this chapter of Partner Co history. So it's crazy.
James, you said that one of the things that talking about a $10 billion company, like one of the things, if you read the books, if you look at companies that's made it to that status, they have executives, they have owners that are not settling. And John just talked about the owners just got back from New York where they were surrounded around the people of our industry, our profession, and leveling up their standards of going, how do we be the best? You know, what can we do to make our company better? To me, that's how you continue to excel and elevate to be the elite status of your profession. And our owners are doing that.
100%. So let's go through. We want to celebrate everyone here. And then we'll talk a little bit. Maybe we'll talk a little bit, Coach, about what to expect at PXP. Because number one, we got 3 weeks left. How many more of us and our people can we get into Epic Club? Of course. But number two, the biggest win, the top paid skill in all of network marketing, Eric Worre says, is promoting events. So we're right there where we gotta make sure that we get our people there so they can be on stage and everything. So let me play this, guys, and as always, like shout people out and really visualize you and your people on this list because we only got August 14th, by the way. Put that date in the chat below, everyone. August 14th is the deadline of deadlines for getting into Epic, for getting promoted and being a new title and being recognized at PXP. Like we're there 3 weeks, guys. It's like right around the corner. And if you're anything like me, I procrastinate sometimes, and the deadline just fires me up. So don't wait to the end. Yeah,
James, I know we're about to play this video, but I want everybody to be patting themselves on the back right now. Like, here's the deal, guys. Most people in the world can't do something consistently for a 90-day period. Let me tell you what you've done with Epic Club. We're 3 weeks away from crossing the finish line of consistently putting it out there in front of people every day, recognizing, congratulating, doing flyers, pushing it, getting people to PXP. And what has happened through this 90-day process is you've learned like it's a lot of work to promote a promotion that creates a movement. And you guys are doing that, and you're to be congratulated for that. And that's why we're going to celebrate you at PXP like no other celebration. You'll see that when you walk through the doors.
100%. So let me get this up and running, guys, and shout out, as always, to Dr. Sarah Weaver for helping us just put these all together. Can we give her some love in the chat? Like it's a lot, guys, because there's a lot of you. So. Congratulations, everybody. Gosh, coach, I just think about when we first launched this. Could you imagine that it was anything like this so far?
No, it's incredible. Incredible. You know, like we should have 3 years in, we have smashed over doubled, well over doubled what we did in the Catalyst Club thus far. And with 3 weeks left for us to make this run, I would say this, James, like when I see this and when people ask me here on the IPA Zoom, like what is an income producing activity you can do for your business? That would be go into your organization, see who's got one, get them across the finish line to two, get them to Epic Club. Who's got two? Get them across the finish line to Epic Club Gold. Who's got four? Get them across the finish line to Epic Club Diamond. Like push, push, push for the next 3 weeks. Recognize, recognize, recognize. And then everybody that's qualified get their butts into the seat at PXP so they can be showered with the gifts, so that they can be showered with the treatment that they're going to get in the seats, and then showered at that Epic Club theme park, the red carpet event as we go into this event, guys. It's one of those things that people will remember forever, right? They'll remember forever. And that's we all are going to get to participate in that. James, outstanding.
100%. Do you mind if I share a story, coach, on
Absolutely.
what this can do? So, guys, I'm just going back and just when I look at everyone here, when I look at this video, I just reminisce a little bit. And you see a Coach Palmer, you see a Todd Rowland, you see all the amazing leaders on this line. And I don't know if you guys feel this way, but many times I would look at these people like they're like different from me, right? Like I'm not one of those. I'm like that B cast person, right? I'm that supporter, that team player, that everything. I want to remind everyone here, if you're on this call, you're not a B team player, you're an A team player. You're on the IPA call, right? Put an A in the comments if you affirm that for yourself. But there's moments that like this where shifts can absolutely happen for not just your business, but more importantly, yourself. And a shift happened for me when I was in something just like this, coach. I never thought of myself as a winner. When someone say, "Are you a leader or a follower?" I'm like, "I'm not a leader for sure." Like that's for those other people. But it was because there was a promotion, a campaign, a core rank I was obsessed about. And number two, the game was get people promoted and then get people to events. And I was told if you get people promoted, you get people to events, then people will get paid. I'm like, I want to get paid, so let's go play this game. And I want to challenge everybody here in the Epic Club to not just think, how do I get in and get up more? Of course. But I want to challenge all of us because this will shift everything for you. It did for me. I said it's getting other people promoted, right? Service to many leads to greatness. And think, who in the next couple of weeks can I get into this club too? Just having that mind state. Even if no one's ready yet, you'll find the people to get ready. Put a me in the comments if you're willing to allow yourself to challenge yourself to do that. It'll change everything about how you do your business. Well, I was running for something like Epic Coach. Deadline was coming up. I'm a procrastinator. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta go do this. And I was able to master some skills, follow the systems in place, and finally recruit somebody. I recruited at least 4 people. Not all of them did anything, but one wanted to do something. And all I knew was get them into like Epic. So I started helping this person get into Epic. And then I got this person into the seats at an event just like PXP. Here we are, 19, 20-year-old broke college students, so broke we couldn't afford to stay at the hotel. There were literally people sleeping in the bathtubs, coach, like we couldn't afford it. But we got there and the event changed our life. And what happened was, where am I? Here's me. And here was that person that I brought that also hit something like Epic Club. And that person eventually became my first senior officer in my business, became a six-figure earner. And later on, when she hit senior officer, I realized if you can't beat them, then propose to them. And I literally proposed to Becky on stage at an event, just like PXP, and changed my life in many different ways. Now, I'm not going to promise you a wife or a spouse, maybe, if that's what you're looking for. But I will promise you, it taught me something huge that if you shift your identity and you say, it's not just about me getting into Epic Club, it's about who else can I get into this? Well, automatically you're going to get in. Right. That's why, coach, it's a given. We already know, coach, you're going to be an Epic Club because you have a different identity. But if you play this game of getting people promoted and then get them to the event, the changes just start to happen. And none of us have seen. Just watch what happens after PXP. There's going to be breakthroughs in the company from people you've never expected to ever happen because that's how this all works. So I'm super giddy and excited, coach, because it's been good, but we're not even there yet. Like we haven't seen close to 90+% of the impact of what's going to happen at the tail end of this 90-day promotion. So back to you, coach. Any other thoughts?
Yeah, I'll just say that. I mean, the story, like, and how you got there. I want to say this to everybody on the call. It's 3 weeks left. Like, what can you challenge yourself to do? What can you challenge your team to do? Just like James was talking about, that group challenged themselves. It goes back to, 5 a day of piquing people's interest in presenting, presentations a day, 5 presentations a week for part-time. But you're like, I want to get in the club. I want to help my team get in the club. Then you got to challenge each other. Like you got to pick up the phone and call your teammate and go, look, I want to get you across the threshold. We need to make you, hey, give me 10 names on a list. Let's go pique their interest. Let's go call them up. Let's go tell them, look, we've got something we want to share with you. We want to get in front of you. And you intensify how you get in front of the prospect, right? And so what ends up happening is through that, they don't all join you, but through that, 5 a day, 5 a day, 5 a day, guess what? Some will join you. Some will join you. And you will become a part of the Epic Club or a person on your team. So look at this right now and go, how can I challenge my team members to go get in front of with the presentation? I promise you, if you do that and you intensify that, you will cross the threshold or your team will cross the threshold as Epic Club.
100%. Well, team, we're so proud of you. The next 3 weeks can absolutely shift everything. We've done great so far, but this is where the magic really happens. So if you're committed to really locking in to the next level, all of us, I'm getting like, I got goosebumps there. I'm making lists, coach. I'm going to do exactly what we just talked about. I'm going to have those calls, those conversations. I'm going to start getting into three-way calls, chats, whatever that it is, and make sure that we cross the finish line with as many people as possible. But I'm in the comments below if you're committed to wrapping this up strong with us. And guys, we're gonna have the biggest. I don't know how the stage is gonna handle us, coach. Like, yeah, there must be a fire hazard.
It's like running a marathon and getting to the last, like the last stretch. You got to run through the finish line, right? You got to run through the finish line. That's what we're doing in the last 3 weeks. Like, let's shout it from the rooftops. Let's recognize people. Let's put it out on social media. Let's intensify the amount of presentations we're giving on a daily basis. And let's run through the finish line all the way to PXP.
Congratulations, everybody. Thanks, coach. Thanks, Dr. Sarah.
Of course. Thank you guys so much. Guys, let's give some love in chat for both Coach Brent Palmer and James. Thank you guys so very, very much. And guys, just so you know, it is not too late to join Epic Club. There's still time. You have 3 weeks. I will make sure to put all the information in chat because there is a number that we would like for you to text if you are all in. And then once you get your flyers, once you're in and you get your flyers created, there's a place to send those to as well. So that way we can put you in that video that we just shared. Again, I will make sure all that information is put into chat. All right. Well, guys, that was amazing. And I'm super proud of every single person. And so with that, let's get right into IPAs. And Christy Walsh, are you still here with us?
I am. Oh my goodness. I was making notes and I'm definitely going to challenge my team and I'm going to shift my focus from, me getting into that club to who can I get into that club. And I truly believe that that's what we all need to do. So that is awesome. So IPAs, I want to see those hands up. I want to hear what you did over the last couple days, the weekend, the week that made that sale, that enrolled that brand partner. And remember, let's just stick to the good nuggets. Let's have a TikTok, not a TED Talk. I love that. And let's get those hands raised. Who is up? I don't see any hands. I know that we've sold some drops over the last few days. Okay, let's go. Laura,
Okay, can you hear me?
we can.
Okay, good morning. So I finally, after all this time, got a little vulnerable, posted my before and after picture, and I bet I have had, well, I had 100 comments on my post, but I also sold about 8 boxes of drops just by finally getting my own personal story out there.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. You know, that's what it takes sometimes is just being vulnerable. People want to see your story. I mean, it's your Facebook, it's your social media. Why wouldn't they want to hear what these products have done for you? And 100 comments, that must have taken a lot of following up.
It really did.
That's
It
awesome.
was.
And so, how did you sell those 8 boxes? Like, what did you say? Did you use the scripts? Give us a little bit of.
So people messaged me privately because that's what people do. And I just shared a little bit about how the products work, and I started shipping them out. And this morning I'm delivering some more just personally. And yeah, it was an easy sale because they could see how much better I was feeling and looking.
That's amazing. Congratulations. And you know what? That's 8 potential brand partners to convert. And you got 3
Absolutely.
weeks to do it and you'll be in the diamond just like that.
I'm
Congratulations.
I only need more for diamonds. So I'm
Perfect.
very
Well, that's
excited.
half of them. That's
Christy,
awesome.
Christy, I'd
Yes.
like to just add something. Laura's #1 in North Dakota. So for anybody else who finds himself in this position, if you get a lot of response and somebody's coming to town for drops talks, we now have 8 more potential people that can come in and see the road farther down, and we could convert them to brand partners and all of that beautiful stuff. So if you're having a real flow and you're in momentum, if you even have to drive 3 hours, get your people to different locations for the drops talks.
I
Thank you, my darling.
totally agree. Get those people
We
to an event because that's going to really show them our community that it's not just you, and events change people's lives. So that's awesome. Thank you, Steph. Thanks, Laura. Up we have Nancy, if you want to go next.
Hi, good morning.
Good
I
morning.
just wanted to tell y'all that I got I got a friend request on Facebook from my junior high boyfriend who I have not seen in like 42 years. And so of course I accepted because I'm happily married and there's no problems there. But so he was asking me about the drops when he saw my post, and so we kind of started talking back and forth, and I really felt like I wanted him to do the drops, but I felt like Vital One was kind of the better fit for what he was looking for. And so I told him that I was, he didn't want to buy right at the beginning, so I told him I was breaking up the boxes into 7-day samples. And so he got the 7-day sample and he gave me like updates on how he was feeling like from day 2. And so by the time he was on day 6, he was like, I do not want to go without this. And so he messaged me back and we talked, and he bought a 4-pack yesterday, and he is super excited. He's going to get the drops eventually, but he wants to start with the 4-pack and just kind of go from there. So my IPA is keep putting those Vital One packets in those 7-day sample packs and get them out, because people will get results in 7 days and they will come back to you and buy a box or a 4-pack.
That's amazing. Amazing. And you know, the sample packs, they feel like they're also getting something free, right? They're getting something along with that box of drops or whatever. And you know what I heard is follow up. Keep in contact with your customer, with your potential customer, and get them thinking about how they're feeling. Because if you didn't stay in contact and keep asking, well, how are you feeling now? How are you feeling today? And keep that communication open, a lot of people will say, well, I don't know if I feel much different, because they're not thinking about it. You have to put it on the forefront of their brain, like, oh, well, maybe I did sleep a little bit better. Maybe I am calmer. Maybe I do have a little bit more energy. Because a lot of people are very oblivious to their own bodies. So you have to help them draw that out. And then a 4-pack of Vital One, that's amazing. Congratulations. And you have a potential brand partner on your hands as well. All right, we'll have Susie up next.
Yes, hello. So I had an old high school friend follow me. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Follow me for probably a year. She messaged me through Facebook and said, hey, I just had vacation with my sister. I told her that you should try the drops that Susie is, showing on Facebook. So I found her sister on Facebook. I added her as a friend. I messaged her and I said, hey, I remember you from high school. I'm excited to reconnect. That's all I said. She messaged back and said hello, and she wanted information on the drops. My next step was I said, I'm going to put Marion in a 3-way messenger chat with us, and then we'll do a 3-way call. So we end up doing a 3-way call, and she signed up with a 4-pack.
There you go. That is the system of growth in a complete package. You followed the pipeline exactly. You reconnected and developed trust and a relationship with that person. Even though you'd been friends for years, you still have to reconnect and get to know their needs, their wants, make it personal. And then you put them in a 3-way chat, a 3-way call, and now you've got a brand partner who's activated. That is just packaged with a bow on it. If everyone could just do that with each of their potentials, we would all be epic diamonds, right? That's amazing, Susie. Congratulations for that and following the system. We'll have Karen up next.
Good morning. Mine's going to be quick. Yesterday's IPA was that I sold a box of drops from my Peach Festival. Well, this morning I got a message from the client who I'm going to meet tomorrow to hand her box. And she said that she was speaking with a friend and that she would also like to try a month of drops at the same time. So I'm going to be selling another box of drops when I go deliver those. But what I do, which is the IPA, is I always ask people after I talk with them if they know of anybody else that could benefit from the drops, or if they have a friend that they want to do it with. It's great to have a partner. So I got a referral out of it.
That's awesome. And you know what? That is a huge tip for all of us, because asking if for that referral, asking if they know anyone, that's actually, getting them doing the business almost. Because then if they come back to you and say, oh, I don't really want to do the business, it's not for me, you can say, well, you already gave me 3 referrals. That's as simple as we do for the business. And even if that person, reaches out and they don't get that box, don't be scared to ask if they know anyone who may be interested. Because what if they give you a couple people who are? That's your opportunity to follow up back with them and say, well, 2 out of the 3 people that you referred to me want to get going. It's your chance to get enrolled anyways and start doing the business, because you've just made 2 sales. So there's lots of tips and tricks in there that we can do, and don't be scared to ask for the referral. This is a relationship business. We have to open our mouths. We have to get out there alongside of the posting. So that's absolutely phenomenal. Congratulations. We'll have Cherry up next.
Hi there. It seems to be the season of the old flames.
Yeah.
I had an old flame also that's been in touch with me for the past few weeks, and he's been dripping on me for probably about a year. And on my Facebook, of course, and then he would get in touch. So finally, about 3 weeks ago, he touched base and asked if we could get on the phone, which I was going to suggest anyways. So I did, and I did time into my upline, and we had a wonderful chat with him, me, three-way, and we did some suggestions for him. And he said he would think about each thing that we suggested because he was going through the loss of his wife. And yeah, but I left him then to think about it where he was, and he didn't get back in touch for about a week. So then I just gently went into Messenger and asked how he was doing, if he get any extra thought on the products, and he said yes, he has, but he seemed to be a person to person guy. So he suggested that if I go, which was an hour from my hometown, we do some major shopping, to touch base with him, and he would motor there, which is an hour in the opposite direction. So I made it a point that, yes, I'm going. So I gave him a call, and I met up with him yesterday, and my husband dropped me off and chatted with him at a meeting. And during our time together, I just let him chat about his sadness and his life and catching up. Very nice man, just needed some more new friends. And he was really concerned about his health. He doesn't have the weight issue, but he has a hormonal issue. So I mentioned moringa. I mentioned the drops. So at the end, he was going to buy. I had drops in the car, of course. He was going to buy a box of drops. And when I told him the price, he was still a little bit iffy. And I said, well, you can get a 3 to 4 month supply, and you can reduce the cost. And he said, oh, wow. So just like that, he pulled out his credit card and trusted me to take the picture of it because I couldn't get the service where I was. When I get back home, to sign him up also as a partner and a
Awesome.
4-pack. So he went away
Amazing.
very happy.
So there's a lot of things packed into that. Number one, you were real on the phone. You got on the phone and you put in your upline. So that's huge. Everybody, you can't do this alone, and you're not expected to do this alone. We have an entire team behind you, rooting you on, that you can utilize. And then you got to know his pain points. You got to know, you let him speak, tell you his health concerns. You followed up gently, and then you read him. Now this is huge. Now he's an in-person type of person. And you made the effort to travel to him. You had drops on hand. You're a solution giver, because then when he balked at the price, you had a solution for that as well. So that is huge, because we are problem solvers. And if we can have a comeback for anything that they, balk at, you've got them. And now you've got a brand partner with a 4-pack. That's amazing. Congratulations. Everybody should be working the system just like you did. All right, we'll have Cindy up next, and then I think Cynthia, did you have your hand up as well?
I did. I was just watching the time.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I can wait
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we'll just have Cindy, and then maybe we'll close in prayer, and you can share tomorrow.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
This morning, I ran into a friend who had bought a box of drops like a year and a half ago out of the clear blue. And I told her it was good to see her, hadn't seen her. I said, I wish I would have known she was here. We had an event last night with Ashley Paulson. And so I reached out to Ashley. I'm going to try and meet up with Lisa today and expose her to some of the other products and find out, if she's interested in building down in Arizona or not. But it was just a God thing that I ran into her, because I had no idea she was back. Haven't talked to her since high school in the 80s, and it was just awesome.
That's awesome. And you're utilizing Ashley as well, because we all need that third-party validation. And again, we don't need to do this on our own. We've got teams of people, we've got this community, we have the support. So that is amazing. All right, everybody, we're already after 9, so let's close out in prayer and let's get out there. Let's join the Epic Club, and let's make the next 3 weeks really count.
Well, that was a great, great morning. And I'm going to close in prayer today, but I just want to say how blessed I am by this community, by all of you that input and share. I'm a living testimony of the products, and how blessed are we that we get to share love with customers. We get to help them with their health, and then we get to help them with their wealth. So I know for all of you, my heart is to pray that your businesses would be blessed. So Lord, we just thank you for this day. I thank you for every person on this call today. I ask you to flourish and bless their businesses. I ask for blueprints and ways to just increase sales in their businesses, but not that we could just be greedy, but we can help those around the world get healthy. I ask you to bless them in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Alrighty,
Blessings.
guys. Hope
Amen.
you all have a wonderful and blessed day, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye, guys.
Bye.